Andrew McCART, IFL TV, in association with MTK Global. Delighted to be joined by Lee McGregor. Lee, it was exactly a month ago, just over a month ago, I had this exact same interview with you when it was postponed. Yeah. You were looking forward to your new date. Now it's happened again. Just give me your initial feelings when you heard that it was postponed for the third time.
Oh, just as you can imagine, just absolutely devastating. Like, almost speechless when I heard that it was off again. It was one of them where you just like, I know the saying gets used a lot, but it was like you either laugh or cry. Like, it was just big blow. Again, last spar had been done. The weight had been, obviously the weight was where it needed to be. Everything was perfect, and again just fell through right at the last minute. So I was gutted, absolutely gutted.
Right now, I noticed on your Instagram you were posting quite a lot of like positive stuff, saying that setbacks and all this sort of stuff. I can't quite remember what was.
Yeah.
But you know what you had messaged. So
yeah.
Is it hard for you to have that mentality, knowing that it's the third time, and right now you should be in Dubai, right now you should be almost close to weight because you'll be weighing in tomorrow. Is it hard for you to keep that strong, positive mentality right now?
Yeah, it is, to be honest, Andy. I'm not going to lie, but another thing is I've been through a hell of a lot in my life. I'm only 24, and I've been through a hell of a lot of lows in my life, a lot of highs as well, of course. But I feel like what I've been through the past couple of years has definitely made me the guy I am today, and I reckon I would have dealt with all this a lot worse than what I have done if I hadn't been through the pain and the setbacks that I'd been through a couple of years ago, of losing my mum, grandparents, loads of things. No go into it, but it's definitely made me the man I am today, and I feel like I'm dealing with this as best as I can. Like I said to you, if I hadn't been through these things in my life before, then I reckon it would have hit me harder, and I probably would have been doing things the complete opposite to what I'm doing right now. I've had the cancelled date for the third time, like you say, and I've not took a day off since I've heard the news. Mm-hmm. I'm just so keen and eager to get to the top of this game, and it's in touching distance. And yeah, these fights may be falling through, but as a fighter, I'm just progressing every single week, and that's why I feel like I'm a lot more content in my life, training, career. Everything is just going so well, apart from not getting to showcase it live, which is what we all live and which we all live for, really. So it is frustrating and hard, but I'm in a good place, definitely.
Well, that's good to see, and it's testament to your character that you took this on the chin, so to speak, and you're coming through with some positivity, which is good to see. Now, going to GUERFI, now you used to have had your back and forths on Instagram. He's I don't know what's being said and stuff like that, but is the fire for you still burning to go in there and punch him in the face, like you said in our last interview, that you really go in there and hurt him? Is the fire still burning for that?
Yeah, 100%, and not so much in a personal way or anything, just for the fact that the amount of cancellations, the amount of being up for the fight, getting your last bar, and like I say, you're peaking all that, and everything's just up and down. You bring your weight down, it goes back up when it gets cancelled. It's just in terms of just trying to balance everything out. It's been a real rocky road, and that's, like you say, free training camps now. But yeah, more in terms of just I want to just get in there and get the job done, and he's going to be the guy on the other side of me, so I'm definitely going to take it out on him, but no in a personal way, just the fact that all my frustrations will be taken out on him, because that's my opponent and he's got what I want. So nothing personal, just it's a job, and I want to get that European title and push on and do big things in the sport, which I firmly believe I will do.
In terms of, like you said, it's not personal, but are you eager now to go in there and perform? Because this is going to be a fight. Well, you've got more time with Ben now. Do you know what I mean? Which you've probably done the longest training camp in your whole life, probably 16 weeks, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So are we going to see the best Lee McGregor? And can you go in there and put on a outstanding performance in the way where you go in there and you could possibly stop GUERFI?
100%. Honestly, see, February the 6th, this coming Saturday, was really like the perfect timing for me. The January and November cancellations were just, I would say, blessings, honestly, because from Christmas up until we just found out about the fight getting cancelled, something clicked again with us, well, especially me, and I was in a great place. My last spar, normally like your last spar, you're right down in the weight. You've had hard weeks training. It's all coming towards the back end, and your last spars maybe not go as good as what you want them to, but you don't really think much of it because you take all that into consideration. I've had a hard training camp. My weight's low, calories are dropping, everything like that. So you sort of like, it doesn't really do anything to you really, as in like with the way you're feeling or anything. But my last spar was just my last week, so 2 spars I done on the Tuesday and on the Monday and the Thursday, and they could not have went any better, honestly. Like, and that was obviously, like I said, my weight was at the lowest it's ever been, training camp wise, everything like that was just perfect spot, and I was flying. I really was, and Ben will tell you himself, and I feel like this Saturday was a huge performance, was coming, career best performance, confident in making a big statement, and it's going to be no different come March, obviously, but it's just about winding down again. I've come back home, I'm getting a recharge and refresh, see my daughter, my missus and everything like that, and I feel recharged already, although I've had still a grueling, brutal week training, just myself, like my brother. My brother helps me out, my amateur coach is Pez John, so been taking over in the gym, no different that way, but I just feel like the mental side of things, being down in training camp, a bit stricter with the diet and all that when I'm down there, everything's proper when I'm down there, so I just feel like taking myself away from that for a week is just exactly what I need at this time, with obviously 3 cancelled dates, and next week I'm going to be chomping at the bit to get back down there, and we'll be ready to crack on again, and by the time, whenever we get this new date, I'll be hopefully feeling the exact same as what I was feeling ahead of this Saturday.
You mentioned there ahead of this new date. Have you heard anything from MTK or anyone in terms of when this fight's going to be and where this fight is going to be?
Well, this is what I'm saying. It's just like, it just sums up my luck, really, to be honest, because we've just like we said, three fights fell through now, and then we were I was still hopeful. I was like, well, it'll be like MTK have got the February the 19th show. That's only another 2 weeks. So yeah, 2 weeks extra from my original date, which was a Saturday. So I said, that's not too bad. Can I just give me a little bit more time? Everything's still fine, and that February 19th was obviously proposed to me, and of course I was ready for that. And for some reason, Kareem GUERFI is not available to fight in February. Something to do was, they said no to February the 19th. Coaching, something about his coach not being available, or
all right, okay,
or I don't know, but so frustrating because I was there. I would be, it's 2 weeks this weekend. That's nothing. So it was there. It was just a little tiny little bit more delay, which was fine. I was happy with. He obviously not available. Fight can't happen in February. I was just gutted again. It was like a boom, another blow. So when I heard that he wasn't going to be available to fight in February, that's when I got myself right back up the road, because I was still in London, still training. We were due to fly out to Dubai on the Friday morning. First thing, I think we were leaving the house about 4 in the morning. So because we had an early flight from Heathrow, everything like that. So we're all settled, packed, everything was done, ready to go. And it must have been about 9 o'clock on the Thursday night. Got a phone call saying no to bother getting on the flight. because it's looking like that the show's not going to go ahead, and I was just devastated. But then I still obviously stayed down there, kept training on the Friday and the Saturday, hoping that it would just be a case of, right, it's been moved to February 19th. When I heard it wasn't going to be February 19th, I said I'm going to get myself up the road, recharge and refresh, because as you can imagine, I was down in dumps. Do you know what I mean? I was just like, this is just unbelievable. I've come up and family's picked me back up, feeling better, and I'm ready to get cracking again as soon as I get this new date. It's looking like March. I think that's what they've said. They're not available in February. They will be in March. So I don't know. It could be March 12th. That one in Dubai. Like it could even be. This is just me being hopeful. Like, but I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't know what MTK's plan is, but whatever it is, I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Well, hopefully by at least March, you want to be European champion, right?
Come on, that's what I mean. It's now. We obviously, I fought Ryan Walker in August, and just after that fight at the end of August is when I got told that I was going to be challenging for a European title in my next fight. Blah blah blah. Nearly going, and then it was announced. Obviously, start of September. That's when I started training camp for the first fight. End of August, start of September, and now we're like going into March, and I've still not had the fight. Mental. 6 months training camp for it.
Some training camp, man. You must be shredded, Lee.
But that's the thing. It's mentally challenging as well as it is physically. Like, because as you know, like I'm big for the weight, everything like that. So it takes a lot of sacrifice and a lot of discipline for me to obviously make bantamweight safely and everything like that. So for weeks and weeks and weeks, I'll diet, I'll train my heart out, and I'll get down, and everything will go well and be perfect. And then that's what's made it even tougher as well. It's been right at the last minute every single time, where my weight has been down and like that. It would have been a bit easier to deal with. Obviously, I was still had a bit of weight to go, and I was right where I needed to be. So yeah, you come home, you sort of ease off with the diet a bit again, and like I say, refresh and that, and then it goes back up, and then you have to start again and that. But I feel like this will be the time now. I have to be hopeful and hope that everything is going to go as smoothly as possible this time. And surely I can't have much more bad luck. So I think it's all going to work out. And by the time mid-March comes up, I'm confident I'll be European champion.
There you go. Fingers crossed, Lee. I want to say I was lucky enough to go out to Dubai, but I wasn't flying to the Monday. But when I heard the news of us being cancelled, I was like, no, man, I'm gutted for him. Like, I was gutted for you. And like I was actually looking forward to spending some time in Dubai with you and stuff like that.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's so good. I was saying that in all my interviews and everything like that. Everybody was speaking, I was like, could definitely think of worse places to be becoming European champion out there. And it's just the whole fight week would have just been an unbelievable experience. I was saying that as well to like friends and Pej Mamacho coaching that, like going from like a young lad, like making his debut at like Pennycook Miners Club or wherever it was, to Caesar's Palace in Dubai fighting for the European title. And it's mad because it feels like bloody yesterday that I was doing that.
Headlining the show again.
Headlining, yeah. Didn't even think put that in it as well. That's true. So it was a massive achievement, a massive step in my boxing career, and it fell through right at the last minute. But it's going to happen. You know what I mean? It's going to happen again. Either way, wherever it is, whatever it'll be, I'll be victorious. I'm really confident in that. I can't believe the improvements I've made in this past year. I'm so excited to show everybody. I definitely think people are going to have their eyes open and say, "Oh, like that is big improvements there." Maybe putting a bit of pressure on myself saying that, but just that's the way I've been performing in the gym. That's the way I've been sparring. Everything has just been going so well. So I'm confident I'm really going to go in there and do a job and make a big statement.
Definitely, Lee. I'm looking forward to it. Like I've got my fingers crossed for you, mate. Like I said, November I was meant to go to that fight. I was meant to go to the fight in January. I was meant to go to the one in Dubai as well. So hopefully it's fourth time lucky, man.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Watch this. I probably won't even get the show now. You fight for the European title. I won't even get it.
Yeah.
So, but it's a sickener. Well, Lee, honestly, thanks for taking time out. I know you're down the park with your daughter and your missus and stuff like that, but thanks for taking your time out to have a chat with me. But I want to ask you for a favour, Lee, if you don't mind. My uncle Scott is a massive fan of yours. He's a Jambo as well, right? He's a massive fan.
The answer is yes already. You've just said he's a Jambo.
Oh, he's a massive Jambo, mate. Honestly, he loves you to pieces. I got your fight t-shirt off Ross at Seconds Out. Ross got me a one. And I came to my uncle, man. He was over the moon. So his name's Scott McIntyre. Lee, can you just give him a little shout out on this? He will love it.
Scott, I hope you're well, mate, and hopefully with Andy we can maybe come and meet you one time and even get a session or whatever. But definitely, and thanks for the support as well.
Good man,
I appreciate it big time.
He's going to be over the moon with that, brother. Thanks so much. Stick in. As soon as that fight date's announced, we'll get another chat. And man, enjoy your time with your family. You've got it before you go back down south.
Of course. Nice one, Andy. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Lee.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.